There have been suggestions of unrest towards you and your, shall we say, habits, and that you are looking to sell the club. How do you respond to that, Craig?
Well, firstly, I don't know what habits you're talking about. And secondly, there's no way that I'm walking away from Tenerife. I've vooters, girls with big tits and booze. Who'd want to leave that?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to When I Say Bo, You Say La Liga, with me, GW FM, and as you can see, a consortium plans Tenerife takeover, proper English G, not Yorkshire. Yeah, Craig Davids, apparently, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I did use like the existing chairman, obviously, and put Craig Davids' face over the top of him, and he's actually about 62 years old and looking to move on. But, you know, Craig David in the obviously the intro said that he's not going anywhere, but you never know. If someone comes in with a big enough offer, then who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So pre-season went really, really well. We had one loss, Roma, and drew with Austria Vienna. But since then, obviously, you joined us for the Real Madrid game, which was a bit of a shocker, really. Less said about that, the better. We had a 2-2 draw against Atletico Madrid with Sarkic and Mayana getting the goals. We had Getafe next away from home. We won 3-2 with 10 men. It has to be said, from 23 minutes. All the goals coming after that point. Even Yoda scored against us. He did, but it wasn't enough for them. Then we had an away game against Las Palmas. It was a rival game. It's our fierce rivals. Unfortunately, we lost, so the fans weren't too happy with us, but never mind. Then we drew this time against Espanyol after going ahead twice in the game. Unfortunately, we were pegged back. Mohamed with both the goals there. Celta Vigo then came to town, and we, thanks to Mohamed, Gutierrez and Iriondo with an absolute scorcher inside the area, but he just hit it like a thunder bastard. And yeah, a 3-1 win after going 1-0 down. That was very pleasing. Then Real Betis came. We went to Real Betis, went 1-0 up thanks to Slava Chops, which I keep forgetting to rename. Madinda, should I say, unfortunately for us, got the equaliser later on. Then we went to Malaga, and this was a great game. It was like end-to-end sort of thing. And Menza scored a hat-trick, 2 absolute worldies in this game, has to be said. And he's ended up being on the losing side. Per Pons got a last-minute kick-in-the-teeth goal. Couldn't believe it. That would have scorched as well, to be fair. Although I think it hit the post, then it hit the keeper, then went in. But it is what it is. But yeah, Menza I was really pleased with. Then Valencia at home. I was expecting a very tough game. We were 2-0 up. And then they actually started mounting a bit of a fight back. We rode us up quite a lot. I think they hit the post twice. Keeper made some great saves. Carlos Abad. Alvedano scored from a corner. And Palencia with an equally impressive strike. The right back, of course, giving us the 3 points. Then we had La Jolla Lorca, a team that came up with us last season, and we drew 1-1, and we pretty much stole it at the end because we had to rely on a penalty late on from Rowdy Thomas, and that was a bit of a sigh of relief because I was not expecting us to struggle against them. Same goes with Numancia, who also come up with us as well. Sound defensive performance from everyone involved, but just attacking wise it were a bit shit, really. And then lastly, Villarreal, one of the better teams I would say in the Spanish league, and we just destroyed them, and I'm not entirely sure why. It did come at a cost. Bernard Menza did score 2 goals, as did Mohamed. Bologna got 1, and Jordan van der Gaag, who scored this goal. Bear in mind that Van der Gaag is 5'1", and have a look at this for a header. Even rose above someone like a salmon to score his first goal for the club. Very, very impressive victory all in all. But the one thing I was saying was it came at a cost. And that is that Slava Chops, unfortunately, is now injured for 6 to 7 months. So, awesome. But today we've got FC Barcelona. Worth noting there's no extra transfers coming. And let's have a look at their best players. We've got Ernesto Valverde as the manager, who is a very good coach. Tactical knowledge, only 13, really? Barcelona manager. What the hell's going on? But yeah, that's the manager. They've got key player is still, of course, Lionel Messi, a 31-year-old now. I don't need to say anything there, do I? Is Chateau. But yeah, I think what we need to do is just get into the game. Let's have a look at who's going to be playing, who's going to be starting. Right, so we're going to be... I've changed the formation somewhat. I've got 3. I've still got the original with the complete forward and false 9. But I've changed it to Shadow Striker. It's where Menz has been absolutely like dominating. It's because he's our best player. I thought I'll focus on him and try and get him more involved. Because as a box-to-box, he's very good. Except for his tackling is only 4. He's just not as effective in the defensive sort of things. So we've changed it to this 4-2-3-1. If you like, Shadow Striker, of course, so he's acting like a second striker. But yeah, we've got a bad in goal. We've got Palencia at right back, Iriondo at left back with Alberto and Jorge, the centre back pairing. Avaldano is injured slightly, so I'm leaving him out. We've got Sanz, who's our captain now. We've replaced Sousa as the captain. And we've got Matilla because Slavachops obviously is injured, so he's going to be a big miss, but he's going to be playing the box-to-box role. We've got Gutierrez on the left, who's been doing really well despite his lowly status in terms of his role ability. And we've got Bologna on the right-hand side, who's obviously, he was complaining about first team football recently. That's because Mayano was doing so well, but he too has been injured recently and is not quite ready to start the game. And I'm going to have the Thomas up top for this particular game. It's Real Madrid, so I thought it's kind of a rival of theirs because he used to play for Real Madrid. Maybe he'll raise his game. Subs, you'll see who comes on if they come on, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But let's get into today's game and let's see if we do fare any better against these than we did against Real Madrid. Today's game is brought to you live from the Estadio Helidoro Rodriguez Lopez. It's CD Tenerife against FC Barcelona. Right, so we are massive underdogs, and despite playing so well last time, it has been 2 weeks, so it probably won't be fresh in the minds of how well they were doing. I'm going to say that, you know, got no pressure. We are against a top side in world football. Apologies as well if there was like some white up here, but for some reason it was alright before I started recording, then I had a quick glance just in between and so it was a bit shite, so apologies for that. But otherwise, let's go get his asses kicked here. Let's see how long we last without scoring a goal. Sorry, without conceding a goal. I'm going to say 10 minutes for the first goal. Let's see if that comes to fruition. Come on, lads. I'd love an upset here. I'd absolutely love. I'd love it. Absolutely love it. To quote the the evergreen Kevin Keegan. But yeah, we're in the game here. We're probably going to get his asses kicked. So 5 minutes in, Messi's got a free kick. And there's my prediction, just gone. 5 minutes it took. 1-0 down. We are at home as well, which I suppose might have been in our favour, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Still can't get over 5'1" and he's scoring a header. Who is the smallest player that you've ever used in Football Manager? Is he smaller than 5'1"? The smallest I've ever noticed was Loki Doki's journeyman save, the Sandy Willie, when I think he was at Venlo. He was 5'2", so I don't know if I've got the record. And he's a real player, still can't get over that. He's quite literally a dwarf, but never mind. Here comes Rakitic on the ball, finds Umtiti. It's a great name, but we all know about him now, so we're probably used to saying Umtiti. He's played it all the way back. It's good pressure to Ter Stegen. Chips it forward to Piqué, who seems to have been around forever, even though he's had a spell at Man United beforehand. Iriondo knocks it back to Carlos Abad. Knocks it forward. It's Umtiti that collects the loose ball. That's Rakitic. Rakitic finds Messi. He's got an overlapping run if he wants to find him. I can cut inside. Iriondo destroys him, but somehow they come away with it. And now it's Semedo, the right back. Whips it in. It's a terrible sort of ball, but it's ended up pinballing somewhere and going out for a corner. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. But Messi, you know, he's floated it in. It's headed away by Alberto, third choice centre back, of course. Bernard, who's been doing really well recently since changing the formation. It's only been going for about 4 games or so. Had a couple of off games, but otherwise he's played really well. You know, he got the hat trick the other game where we lost, and he was absolutely superb. Little flicks as well. You know, he's got a couple of assists to his name as well. Here, speaking of the devil, is that not a penalty? Piqué, your reputation saved you there, I'm sure. Suarez now chomping at the bit. Knocks it wide to Neymar Jr., who's obviously not there anymore. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Messi there, heads it straight at Carlos. Carlos are bad. Straight at him, grateful. But yeah, Neymar Jr., 198 million, was it? That's just ridiculous. I wouldn't even say it's that good. If it was that good, he would single-handedly win Brazil like World Cups, not lose 7-1 against Germany. Oh no, it's a team effort and that, but for that sort of money, you'd expect him to be able to do everything, including score against Tenerife. You know, 7th goal of the season for him. I'm sure he's absolutely buzzing his tits off. But, you know, we knew it was going to be hard for us. 2-0 down. I'd have probably accepted like a 3-0 loss at home, which is obviously a defeatist mentality, but come on, you've got to be realistic as well. And I am more realistic. I mean, obviously, Leeds didn't turn up against Millwall, but if I'd have said any team in the form that we were in that would have beaten us, it would have been Millwall, just because of the intensity and the, you know, the atmosphere that the Millwall fans like give off. They just, because they're basically a set of knobheads who like to rip up chairs and hit people with them, you know, because they're hard, you see. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Leeds probably lost. I think the players were basically scared. That's what I think. We had one shot all game. It's ridiculous. But never mind. We're focusing on this game. Palencia with a crunching challenge against his former team, of course. Rakitic to Willian. Is that Willian, the one from Chelsea? Really? He's gone to Barcelona? It's almost as bad as Real Madrid getting Steven Nzonzi. But yeah, Iriondo's caused a foul. It's opening highlight, of course. It's a free kick though, so it's carried on. Neymar is in. Matilda heads away. Matilda to call him. Now Sausage is getting forward. Could do with a few more, making it a sausage fest, so he can pass to him. But no, he just gets tackled instead. What a guy. To Stegen. Short ball to Umtiti. Squares it to Piqué. That's wide to Messi on the right hand side. Chips it over towards Suarez. Alberto with a shocking header. I don't even need to look. It's going to be 3, isn't it? I've not even opened my eyes, I can hear it. Yeah, 3-0. It's one thing that I think happens far too often on Football Manager. If you haven't seen it already, check out my Fail of the Week like series that I do every Wednesday. There's quite a few that's like that, to be fair, little headers. There's some that are ridiculous, like ones where the ball gets smashed into someone's face, well, into the defender. The goalkeeper kicks out, hits the defender's face, and it goes in. That was courtesy of Kanga FM. But yeah, that was one of the winners of the best of the bests. But yeah, can we have a little bit of pride and score a goal in return? We can. It's Iriondo with his second goal of the season, of the series. Well, it is of the series as well. And yeah, it's a little bit of a glimmer of hope, but you know what? It's not going to come to anything. I was going to skip it because I just played quite a few games in advance to try and get to this point to record. And that's a comedy of errors coming off people's faces. And that sounds kind of wrong, coming off people's faces, coming on faces, you know. Yeah, go away from that G. Never mind. It's Iriondo. Infield to Bernard. Or Bernard. Sands. Back to Science. I can't even say his name. George, otherwise known as. To Thomas. Done absolutely beggar all, I would say. So many different swear words. And Alberto, not only is he giving away a goal, but he's also giving away his place on the pitch. Because he's going to get a second yellow card. We're going to be down to 10 men. And we're on our bed. Fantastic. I was about to make a change as well. Granted, I probably wouldn't have taken you off, but never mind. So, who's playing shit? Bernard's playing shit, and he's on a yellow card. So he can drop there, and we'll have... Ooh, Avaldano has got an injury. Not quite fit, but I'll risk it for a biscuit. And we can stick with it. And probably make one more change. I think I'll bring on, because De Thomas has done sod all, Mohamed could come on. He's done quite well in these early days at the club, so hopefully we can get ourselves a bit of pride. We don't want to go on and concede another 2 goals and make it 5-1 against two of the big boys. You know, we did all right against Atletico Madrid. It just goes to show the golfing class between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid when they absolutely trounced did Real Madrid. Real, or however you want me to call them, but Barcelona just doing the the number runners, taking it steady, slow build up. As you can see, it goes back to Ter Stegen, and it's wide to Digna. Chits it forward towards Neymar Jr. Palencia does win the header, but it only goes as far as Digna, who was first to react. That's Willian. He finds Alcesa, I think that's how you say it, and shocking goalkeeping, man. It's gone underneath your hand. This game, why have you appeared back again? That's gone away. That's because I'm too close to the camera. But anyway, Alcesa got it here. Tame effort for me. And how has he not saved that? How does he not save that? I just don't understand. But never mind. As I said before, result. There's a highlight. I was not expecting a positive result in this game. I was, like I said, I'm a realist. It's a 3-goal deficit, which is what I said at the beginning, really. I said 3-0, but 4-1 is just pretty much the same. In fact, it's probably better because you get rewarded for goals scored more than you do like goals not conceded, if you like. Gutierrez though, I'd like to make it 4-2 if you can. Oh, he's hit the bar. What an effort. He's only got like 7 finishing, like, but going back to my Tonton Zola Makoko story as before. So 10 minutes left. Let's make his final change. Let's bring on the. Oh no, I can't because I brought on Mohamed. Let's bring on the little man, the little guy, come for Bologna, who's played like a load of Bologna. So I've got faith that I could touch a body. I know that everybody has got a body like me. But yeah, Mohamed just stands there while Umtiti just gets in there like swimwear. And that's Willian. Don't make it 5. Good on you, Carlos. I don't know why I'm celebrating like we've got a chance of winning. It's just a bit pointless, really, isn't it? But yeah, it's some a couple of half decent performances. Van Gaag, whips it in, but that's pretty much going to be it. 4-1. It's not that terrible, I suppose. As I said, it's I expect us to get absolutely smashed, but I'm hoping that Craig's going to be not happy, but a bit more understanding in terms of the result. He surely must know that we're not as as big as Real Madrid are. I'm hoping so anyway. But you heard his rant last time. He had stern words with us last time. I said I'd up my game. It has to some degree been upped as my game. But as you can see, there's only a couple of players that have got any credit there. That is Matilla, of all players, probably my weakest link in this particular game. But I'm going to say you're unlucky. That keeps morale high. I'm actually going to... no, I won't, because it's not an 8 or above. Abad's had a bit of a mare. Which I didn't think so, but never mind. Yeah, don't be so silly. Yeah, you're not bad. Right, let's have a look and see who we're going to be facing for the next live com. Like I said, there's going to be quite a lot of games played in between. But we have got the Copa del Rey draw, and we are poised to hit Real Madrid in the quarterfinals should we beat everyone before. And if what it is, we've got La Jolla Lorca in 2 legs, and that's the hardest team until we get there because the other teams in the division below. So you would think it'd be, if we get past these, we get through to the quarterfinals and get bummed by Real Madrid. Hopefully not, but we'll have to wait and see. So, coming back for the next game, I think I might come back for that second leg, La Jolla Lorca, just purely for the fact that it's a cup competition. We might get through, we might have to see how we get on, and plus the next game is probably going to be Valencia afterwards, so unless there's another cup game that's worthy before, but I don't think it will be because I'm sure that it's going to be 2 teams from League 2 in the division below, so we'll have to wait and see anyway. But until next time. So hopefully I've enjoyed this video. I best make this quick because I think Craig's looking for us. I can hear him somewhere asking where I am. I don't know where he is in the car. Getting a bit of bother. But yeah, hopefully you can join us for the next one against La Jolla Lorca, which is the cup competition. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a cup run. As well as trying to avoid relegation, of course. But it's looking alright at the minute because the table, as it stands, we are 10th at the moment at like the third of the way through the league stage. But hopefully you can join us for the next one. And until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.